party started. All right. Whew. That's a good way to start. Oh, let me bring my speaker here. Just in case. I was having problems with my microphone last week. So I'm going to keep that little speaker guy close to me just in case. Turn on all my technology. So I don't know if you guys are using old technology or new technology, but it's amazing that I still have this little old Garmin. I don't even remember what year this Garmin is. This Garmin is whatever year it is, and it still works. It's amazing that it still works. So technology can last for a while. All right, let's get that started. You guys know the drill. We need to have our fan, our towel, some water, which you will consume by the end of this workout. I brought out the old rules book. We might dabble in that a little bit, which is always fun. This workout I called Let's Hit It because we're going to do a hit ladder. The hit ladder is kind of short efforts that are going to keep you kind of in the moment, to put it lightly. And we'll get a significant amount of rest after each of those. But we're going to kind of work you a little hard in that 13-minute hit ladder. Then we're going to do some standing up, some sitting down. Going to keep you moving since it's so cold today. We want to keep you warm, and that's definitely going to do that. So I think everybody's going to like this workout. Right now, we're just going to warm up, keep those legs moving. Just a little bit of, if any of you were on earlier, I know a lot of you guys like to do that. I love that because you get in a little bit more. I only give a 5-minute warm up. I really like you having more like 10. So in the future, continue to do that because it is really beneficial for getting the body sufficiently warmed up. So for our warm up from the warm up, we're going to do a 5-minute effort. It's going to be 15 seconds of standing, 15 seated, 15 a little harder staying seated, and then 15 easy. We're going to stay in the same gear this entire time. And remember, as you well know, this is about getting warmed up even more so that when you get into the main set, the body's ready to go and it can handle what we're asking of it. You know, getting the joints, the muscles, even just your heart, your lungs, everything's starting to work. That's all we need to do so that when you get to those main efforts, you're not injuring yourself. That's the one main thing, is we want to prevent that injury. And that's the way to do it. So when we get to that last 15-second effort on this warm-up, you're going to kind of shift to an easier gear and give yourself that 15 seconds easy. All right, so here's how this is going to go. We're going to be in our big rings. You can go ahead and get there. I want you to be in the middle of your cassette. So somewhere around your 15. If it's not quite the 15, if it's a little easier than that, that's fine. We're going to go 15 standing. Here, 3, 2, 1, up. Let's go. Just get warmed up. You don't have to go super hard yet. Just get out of the saddle. Sit back down. After this 15, we're going to go a little harder for 15. 3, 2. Give me a little bit more effort. Push through it. 3, 2. 2 easier gears. Leave it in your big ring. When I count it down, 2 harder. 3, 2, 2 harder. Stand it up. Now you know the pattern. This will get you warmed up. Sit back down. It's this next 15 that really pushes the pace. And push down. Let's go. A little harder. Let's go. Use your metrics. 2 easier gears. So use your metrics. Use your metrics for that 15 hard. 2 harder gears. Stand it up. Sit back down. If you have power for the next 15, try to hit a similar power. 3, 2, let's go a little harder. You should hear your cadence. 2 easier gears. Coming up on 3. 2 more minutes to go. 2 harder gears. And up. Sit back down. Get ready for this. Get ready for that hard effort. Here comes that hard effort. And go. Feel yourself get warmed up. 2 easier gears. Coming up to the last one. Coming up to the last one. 2 harder gears. Let's go up. Remember, feel that saddle right between your legs. Sitting down. Starting to sweat now. That's what we want in a warm up. And harder. Let's go. Last one here. 2 easier gears. Not your small ring yet. Three, two, small ring, easiest gear. Spin it out, take a drink. Hopefully you've been good with your hydration today. We talked about that last week. If your daily hydration is good, you will actually feel better in your workouts. Because your body is able to cool itself properly. All right, so where do we go from here? So we're going to do some leg speed, some high cadence. Not going to be super hard. These are going to be 3 10-second in the saddle high cadence efforts. I'm going to put you in a gear that gives you a little bit of resistance. So you're going to have to work it just a little bit, not too hard. And then we're going to get 50 seconds easy. So all you're going to do for this is go big ring, small ring. Just a little word of warning. You may want to, when you go to your small ring, shift to a harder gear or a few so that you can not drop your chain. And that's a good exercise to get into. The 23 is right at the top of the cassette. So to go from that big ring to the small ring, you might get a little bit of dumping the chain over that gear. All right, so here's what we're going to do. I want you to get in your big ring and your 23. So if you have a 25 at the top, you're just 1 gear down, 1 harder. If you have a 28 or anything bigger than a 25, you might need to go 2 gears. All right, so it's going to be 10 seconds, as hard as you can go, in the saddle. 3, 2, 1, let's go. You can be on the hoods, in the drops, wherever you feel comfortable. 3, 2, couple of gears harder, small ring. Just spin it out. You can stay in that 23 once you've gotten to the small ring. I want you to try to keep your cadence at 90 or above for the 50-second part. So you're still spinning your legs nice and high. For that 10-second effort, I really want you pushing the effort, really pushing the effort. Get the heart rate to really start talking. I think I got to get a new microphone. All right, find that big ring. 3, 2, let's go. Sprint it out. Stay relaxed in your upper body. 3, 2, 1. Small ring. Nice and easy. Recover. Understand the purpose and the reason for the recovery. That's 2 down. We're going to do 1 more of these. Then we're going to jump right in. 1 minute recovery. Just 1 minute recovery. And then we're going to go right into our main set. Sounds like somebody might be unmuted. If you are, please mute yourself. All right, back to that big ring. Last one. 3, 2, 1, let's go. 10 seconds. 10 seconds. Keep it going. 3, 2, 1. Down to that small ring. Staying in the 23. Thanks. Thanks, Susan. All right. We're going to get through this and then bring on the main set. So the main set is a ladder. Ladders typically mean that you're going to go up in time or effort and then back down again. So that's exactly what this is going to be. It's 15 seconds hard, 30 seconds, 45, 1 minute. Then back down the ladder. All right, you're going to get 1 minute easy. Take a drink. Get ready for the effort. So here's how this is going to go. With each of those hard efforts, you're going to get adequate rest for each. So for the 15-second effort, you're going to get 45 seconds rest. For the 30-second effort, you're going to get 1.5 minutes. So you're going to see sufficient easy on the other side. But I also want you in those easies to keep the cadence over 90 and to not cheat yourself out by putting yourself in too easy of a gear. It is recovery, but it's also our main set. So we want to get some effort out of this and not have it be just a couple of sprints and nothing else. So each one's going to be in a different gear. I'm going to give you big ring or small ring. You get to choose what gear you want to be in. So for a 15-second effort, you might choose a gear that is a little harder than you think you want, so that you can really push yourself. But when it's a minute effort, you gotta pace that out a little bit. All right, so let's go. First effort, big ring. Pick a gear you think you want. You were just in your 23. You could probably go a little harder than that. We're gonna do these seated. It's only 15 seconds. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Down in the drops if you feel like you want to go there. It works the legs a little different in the drops. Glutes, hamstrings come into play. 3, 2, 1. Down to your small ring. Easy for 45 seconds. Keep that cadence over 90 for that cadence. It's easy, but it's not super easy. When I count it down, again, big ring, you pick the gear, 30 seconds. You got 10 to decide. Big ring, find your gear. 3, 2, 1, let's go. 30 seconds. I'd rather you have a higher cadence than a lower cadence. Enough that you're really having to work for the time frame. 5, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Small ring. Keep that cadence high. Keep that cadence at 90 or more. You're getting a long recovery on this one. 130. Take a drink at any point It's up to you during this 13-minute effort. You want to keep yourself in the game. That's the way to do it. Get ready for the next effort. Next effort, though, it's going to be small ring. You pick the gear. You pick the gear. And it'll be 45 seconds. So we still have 30 to go. Told you there was going to be sufficient rest on this. Feels long, but it's kind of nice. All right, small rings where you should be. Decide what gear you want to be in. 45 seconds. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Pace it a little bit, pace it. Pay attention to your metrics here so you can use them for the next one. I'm forcing myself to go a little higher on my cadence, maybe a little lighter on my gearing. Ten to go. Three, 2, 1. Easy gear. Spin it out. 2 minutes. Woo! All right, 2 minutes gives us time. For those of you that don't know this book, The Way of Cycling Discipline, the rules. This is the Bible of cycling. These are the rules we all need to follow. I'm going to just randomly pick rules, and let's see how many of them we already follow. Rule number 31. Spare tubes, multi-tools, and repair kits should be stored in jersey pockets. Oh, I don't know about this one. I don't know about this one. It's hard to put stuff in your jersey pocket when you can do a bunch of other things. Like, I don't know if any of you have seen, some people take a water bottle, kind of cut off the top, store their stuff in there, and then put it in. But you can have a saddlebag. Just don't have a ginormous one that swings back and forth. Get one that fits nice and snug under your saddle. All right, that wasn't the best rule number 1. All right, we're coming up to a 1-minute effort. Again, be in your small ring. Find that metric that's going to work for you. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. 1 minute. Really push yourself. But again, remember, it's a minute. You got to pace it a little bit. Pace it just a tad. If you remember your gear from the last effort, try to use the same one. I'll give you the halfway mark, which is right now. Hold on. Hold on for 30 seconds more. Nice and relaxed upper body. Legs are moving fast. 3, 2, 1. Easy gear. Woo, take a drink. You're going to get 2 minutes. 2 minutes easy. All right, back to the book. We're coming down the ladder now. All right, rule number 63. And I like how each one has a number. Point in the direction you're turning. So, I love this one. We are not driving in a car. We don't have to worry about sticking our arm out the window to signal that we're going right. We can just go like this and signal that we're going right. And go like this to signal that we're going left. So in a car, you obviously would go like that to go left and go like this to go right. Well, we don't have to do that when you're on a bike. Right arm, left arm. Signaling is very important, especially if you're in a group, but it also helps. It also helps when you're on the road and the motorists can see you and know which direction you're going. So use your signals. That means that you have to learn how to take your hands off the handlebars. All right, let's go to the next one. Another small ring. 45 seconds easy. 45. Find the gear. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Here we go. Let's go. 45. Coming down the ladder. Again, work with those metrics. Be consistent. You know, I keep saying that. Start to finish, same effort level. I'm trying to hit 100. I'm at 109. Sticking to it. 3, 2, 1. Nice and easy. 2 minutes easy. Woo! Continuing back down that ladder. Take a drink. Keep that cadence high. All right, this is probably a good one. Number 64. Cornering confidence increases with time and experience. So true. The more you work on it, the better you get at it. And if you start incorporating a few super simple things, just remember when you're cornering, your inside leg, if you're turning to the right, your inside leg is your right leg, needs to be up. The outside leg needs to be down. If you put pressure on that outside leg, the straight leg, and it will help you actually turn into that turn. Your head is key. You must look where you are going. If you don't look where you are going, if you want to go right and you don't look all the way down the road to where you want to go, you're going to end up going straight. If you're just going straight. If your head's going straight, you are going to go straight. I'll give you one more tip once we start this next effort. All right, next one, 30 seconds, big ring, pick the gear, 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. A little harder gear. A little harder effort. Push through it. 15 to go. Keep it steady. Relax the upper body. Our recovery is going to get shorter now. 3, 2, 1. Small ring. Easy gear. Minute and a half. So if you're making that right hand turn, you've got the right leg up, left leg straight, putting pressure into that pedal. If you take your right hand and put pressure into your hood, meaning as you turn, you're pushing on that right hand, that left leg, woo, that's going to whip you around that corner. So think about that as you're turning. The more you practice that, the better you're going to be. So of course, it's the opposite. Right leg down, left leg bent, left hand in the bars, turns you to the left. Now here's another pro tip. If you're going around something that's extremely steep, follow the turn with your knee, meaning as you turn, that knee that's up should follow into that turn. If you do that, it'll feel just like a pro. And if you watch the pros, you'll notice that knee is always sticking out, especially if they're in the Alps or if they're Tom Pitcock and he's going at 1,000,000 miles an hour. All right, big ring again. Last one in this effort. 15 seconds hard. Pick a gear. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. 15. Come on, really push this one out. What's 15 seconds? Nothing. Three, 2, 1. Small ring. Small ring. Get an easy minute. Easy minute for you. And then we're going to get back into some additional efforts. All right, let me get in the right gear here. Take a drink. Where are you in your water? You better be a little more than half. All right, a little more than half on that water. All right, our last set is also a ladder, but a ladder of time. We're going to go 2 minutes in your big ring 17. We're going to do 30 seconds seated, 30 seconds standing. 2 minutes, like actually 30 up, 30 down, 30 up, 30 down. That's 2 minutes. Then we're going to go straight in to a 4-minute effort. But we'll go there when we get there. All right, so find your big ring. If you're 25 at the top, 25, 23, 19, 18, 17. So about 4 or 5 gears down. We're going to go 30 seated, 30 standing. 3, 2, 1. We're going to do this twice. Total of 2 minutes. Find a cadence that works for you. It shouldn't be too hard of an effort, especially since it's 2 minutes straight. Maybe around 70, 75 cadence, and upstanding. Not the perfect gear for standing, but it's going to make you work the legs a little bit. Try not to put pressure on your hands. Get your hips back. Stand up tall. Sitting down. 30 seconds seated. Nice and steady. Light feet. This is when you really need the light feet. 3, 2, up. Get a little rest after this one. Three, two, one. Small ring. Sitting down. Nice, easy gear. Take a drink. All right, we're going to go one harder gear. And the way this one's going to work, we're going to do exactly what we just did. Exactly what we did. 2 minutes. Up, down, up, down. You're going to get a minute rest. Then we're going to do it again. Right there, right after it. That rest period, I want you to hold 100 cadence. So you're keeping the legs moving. Even though it's a recovery, it's not a full recovery. It's about working on the legs in addition. But this time, we're going to go one harder gear than where you just were. So go ahead. Big ring. Find that gear again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6, depending on what kind of gearing you have. You should see about 3 gears under your chain. We're going to start seated. 3, 2, 1, 30 seconds. A little harder here. Cadence might only be 55, 65. Good to do these low cadence efforts. Working on strength. Working on strength over the winter. So it can be strong during the summer. 3, 2, stand it up. Start to get comfortable in this standing up position. You guys have been doing this long enough now. Sitting back down. Staying right there. 30 seconds seated. Look at your cadence. Seeing if you're holding the same cadence as last time. Three, 2, stand it up. Climbing that mountain. Three, 2, sit back down. Small ring. Easy gear. Get the cadence up. 95 plus. 95 plus. 95 plus. recovery. It's recovery, but not really. A little bit of everything here tonight. Leg speed, low cadence, standing, sitting, sprinting. Not as bad as a card workout, though. Those can be brutal. Might have to bring that one into mix shortly. All right, in 3, 2, back up to your big ring. Back down to that 15. And seated. Here we go. If you remember your cadence from the last one, try to match that. Three, two, up. Everybody looks good. Nice and confident. Relax your shoulders. And sitting back down. These are hard efforts. But they really make a difference. And up. I want you to think about just lowering your shoulders. Ah, look at that. How different. When you lower your shoulders, you don't lower your leg speed. Three, two, sitting back down. Small ring, easy gear. Take a drink. Recovery. All right, we're going to keep this ladder going. So this next ladder, exactly what you've just been doing, but we're going to do 3 up, down, up, down, up, down, 3 times, 3 full minutes, no break in between. And yes, you guessed it, you're going to shift to 1 or 2 harder gears. So the seated part is going to become a little bit more difficult. So go ahead, get to your big ring, all the way down to around your 14 or your 13. Seated, here we go, 30 seconds. Do your best. If it's too much, you can't even turn the pedals over, give yourself 1 easier gear or 2. If a knee starts to hurt, give yourself a couple of easier gears. We don't want you injuring yourself in the process. 3, 2, up, up, up. Hopefully you heard me say up. Up. All right, you see me. I'm up. 3 of these straight in a row. 3, 2, sitting down. See if you can keep your leg speed high, or I wouldn't call it high, but if you can keep it going, so when you sit down, try not to stop your legs. Use the momentum from being seated. 3, 2, up. Coming up on 2 minutes. Use your core. Feel your core holding you up. Three, 2, sitting down. 1 more full minute. 30 seated. 30 standing. Remember to pull up on these pedals. I don't want you mashing and having this happen to your body. If you pull up sufficiently and up, last time standing, stick with it. 3, 2, 1. Small ring all the way to the top. Woo! Minute. Take a drink. All right, we're going to start coming down. Bringing in our recovery. Just spin this out for a minute. We're going to do a couple of short, high cadence efforts. Short, high cadence efforts. Just to get the legs, to get some speed back. That's what we need after we do some low cadence work. Get some speed back in the legs. All right, I want you to shift 2 harder gears. You're going to give me 10 seconds at the highest cadence you can hold, but I want you to do it without any effort. 3, 2, 1. Just spin. Try not to bounce. And bring it back. 2 easier gears, all the way to the top of your cassette. Hold the cadence between 95 and 100. We're looking for leg speed here. We're looking for you also to do this without a lot of work. What does that mean? What does that mean? That means just let the legs spin. That's why we have gears, so we can use them. When I count it down, you're going to shift to 1 harder gear. And again, give me a 10-second effort. All out. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Try not to bounce. Control the legs. Use your abs. And back it down. Nice, easy gear all the way to the top of the cassette. Spin with no effort. We're going to do 1 more of these. And then we'll cool it down. Wow, that went fast. And I think we started almost around the same time. Maybe lost a minute or two. Okay, for this last one, you're going to stay right in the gear that you're in. This last 10-second one is the hardest one because you have to really control it. The gearing is super easy. Do not bounce. 3, 2, let's go. Control, control. Feel your abs. Pull your abs in and cool it down. Nice, easy gear. Just let your legs spin. Finish up what's in your bottle. We're going to spin this out. I'll give you a couple more from the book, and then we'll be done. All right, I already said that one. I like this one because a lot of people don't do this. And this applies to everything in our life, not just cycling. Rule number 19. Introduce yourself. So, if you go to a club ride, don't be intimidated. Walk up to people and say, hey, Amara, how you doing? Where are you from? How long you been in the club? Blah, blah, blah. If you go to a meeting, an in-person meeting, that is, how are you doing? Where are you from? All that. It's so much nicer. And actually, those people will, most people, will think very highly of you because you have introduced yourself to them. That has always been for Randy and me when we go to our annual cycling events. We might do a week-long tour in the Finger Lakes or somewhere. And every morning when we go to breakfast, our goal is to sit at a different table every day and meet someone different or new. So incorporate that, not just into your cycling life, but into your regular life. Because it's nice to meet people from all over and get to know them and be the instigator of that introduction. All right, good workout tonight. Sorry for the initial technical difficulties. I definitely have to get myself a new microphone because that was a pain in the butt. So next week should be good to go. Thanks to that quick delivery. All right, we got a few more seconds. I'd like to get you out of here at 8 o'clock. Do straight up. All right, 3, 2, 1. Good job, everybody. Good workout.